Want to know the top 5 neighborhoods to live in Roanoke?
Hey, and thanks for stopping by to check out our latest video about the best neighborhoods in Roanoke. If this is your first time on our channel, or you find value in the content, please make sure that you like and subscribe.
We've helped hundreds of people move to and within Roanoke Valley, and we love raising our family in this area and would be honored to help you find a home here today.
So let's get started and jump right into the top 5 neighborhoods here in Roanoke. And as always, make sure you do your research, watch some of our videos, do an internet search, really dive in and make sure that you are getting the location that you're looking for. And we're gonna dive right in now with South Roanoke.
Yeah, South Roanoke is on the southern section of Roanoke City, and why people really love it are the walkable urban neighborhoods that you'll find here. I really like that it has mature trees and it's easy access to downtown Roanoke. You've got the Greenway and the Blueway here, very close to that. And it's just like we said, it's just like this quintessential place where you see families walking to the elementary school. A lot of people are working at Carilion Hospital, so it's an easy, super easy commute, whether you're on a bike or a ride or even walk to it.
And if you don't want to leave South Roanoke, you don't necessarily have to. I mean, you've got like the little Crystal Spring, like grocery store is there now. You've got River and Rail Restaurant, you got Pork in the Alley, you got a coffee shop there, Sweet Donkey. They actually have a brand new butcher shop, which is Yard Bull Meat.
Yeah, and that's a historic South Roanoke area, and it's just a really neat little compressed walkable area with some of those retail shops. So with that, let's talk about housing in the South Roanoke area. You're talking about some higher end homes that are going to be located here, pretty historic. A lot of them have really nice character and charm to them, but the housing prices are going to range from about $300,000 all the way up to and above $1 million.
Yeah, and so like she said, you've got lots of charm, lots of character. These are a lot of custom homes. You're not going to see the cookie cutter builder type homes in this area. You're going to have some amazing views as you go up the mountain, and the better views you have, the more expensive homes you're going to have.
Typically speaking.
I'm just saying, that's what I've noticed. Based on our experience and conversations, we couldn't give you a top 5 without talking about Cave Spring, which is in southwest Roanoke County, and it's Cave Spring without an S at the end.
It's singular. A lot of people say Cave Springs. I don't know why, but it's singular. But here's why people love it. GreatSchools.org rates the school system very high. And this is more of a traditional subdivision feel, suburban feel that you're used to. If you're coming from a metropolitan area, it's super close to a lot of amenities. You've got a high volume of shopping in this area, some dining, and also medical care is there too.
Yeah, it gives you, like you said, it gives you that suburban feel, right? So with those subdivisions, you're going to have some wider streets. You're going to have places to walk. You're going to have, easy access, as we mentioned in other videos, to Blue Ridge Parkway, some wineries on the south side of town as well. And housing prices over there in Cave Spring area do tend to be a little bit higher because it's a highly desirable area. When people call us, they're like, a lot of the time they're like, we want to look in Cave Spring and Cave Spring only, right? So that's like, they are focused in on that particular area. So when we're talking about that suburban atmosphere, it's going to be a desirable area for families because you got access to parks, you got access to walking trails. So, I'm thinking about like over by Penforth Elementary School, over by South County Library, you're going to have those trails and ball fields and those types of things are going to be super convenient for you. And then when it comes to housing over there, because it is so highly sought after, you are going to pay a little bit more when it comes to houses over there. Although you can find houses anywhere from the $200,000 range all the way up to over $900,000 in that area. So it's a little bit cheaper than South Roanoke, but it's still going to be a little bit elevated just because of the fact that it's so desirable over there.
Yeah, and what I like about this area too, you can find some little pockets of contemporary homes, which I like. There's some architecturally interesting designs in places like Bridlewood, Hunting Hills for sure. And so I like those little areas that are tucked back, or like what I say, pockets. But again, talking about amenities, you're really close to a lot of things. Some of our favorite restaurants in that area are 419 West and Cafe Asia and Brambleton Deli. And
they have tater tots at Brambleton Deli in case you're a tater tot fan like me.
That's true. Great sandwiches too. Yeah. Retail is really big in this area, including the home of Tanglewood Mall.
So let's talk about the city of Salem so you can find out all the greatness that we hear and we see about that.
So this is located west of Roanoke City, and it's its own municipality, but here's why people love it. It really has this small town feel and a strong commitment to community. It has this really sweet main street with historic charm and a super active community.
Yeah, that it does, and you got everything in Salem that you need. You don't have to leave Salem in the Salem bubble, they say, unless you absolutely want to.
And greatschools.org rates the school system highly, so that's a plus too. That draws a lot of folks that have family or are concerned about school systems.
Yeah, we always have people asking us about schools and crime and those types of things, and we can't steer you in that direction. However, we can let you know that we love living here, and we can also let you know that you can find resources online to help you make an informed decision for you and those that are moving here with you. So if you're interested in purchasing a home in the city of Salem, you are going to have limited availability, because usually when people move to Salem, they do not want to leave Salem. So, I mean, that's a big positive for values and that type of thing, but it makes it super competitive for you if you're looking to move into Salem proper. However, there are homes here available. They do go up for sale, and when they do, they're anywhere from like the upper 100s all the way up to over $600,000, $700,000 when you're looking at the city of Salem, and a ton of different types of houses here in the city of Salem.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's one thing that I really like. There's a lot of historic homes that are still here. They've been renovated, historically preserved. That's right around Roanoke College area and some other little areas. But then there's some great traditional homes too. So just a wide variety of houses that you can choose from. But jumping back into some of the appeal of City of Salem is going to be Roanoke College is here. And also their huge slant towards sports. I mean, it is billed as Virginia's championship city for a reason. They've got Moyer Sports Complex for softball, and it's undergoing a $27 million renovation with the addition of pickleball courts.
Yeah, and a new skate park's going to be there as well. Whenever we ride by that direction when we're showing properties and that type of thing, you can see the massive overhaul that is taking place right now, and it's just going to be absolutely phenomenal when it's all said and done. When you want to be close to things, but you want to be a little bit more rural, you're going to think of Botetourt County, which is on the north side of the Roanoke Valley.
Yeah, and why people love it is that it has some rural town vibes, but it's really, really close to some outdoor amenities and beautiful views. When we lived out in that area, I tell you what, the sunsets were just gorgeous. Lots of hiking opportunities up there too because of the Appalachian Trail, and just this variety of landscapes. I mean, you can get a more semi-urban, but you can get all the way rural out there. So there's a lot of opportunities. It's a pretty massive county.
Yeah, it's pretty massive, and that gives you those opportunities for amenities, but then also housing choices, right? So, you know, you've got Delville Town Center, which has new construction. You've got single-family homes. You've also got townhomes. You've got apartments. You've got a brand new YMCA there within Delville. That's an area within Botetourt County that people flock to all the time.
Yeah, and then it's a mixed-use development. So you're talking about it has an entertainment pavilion, farmers market, shops, restaurants, banking, all kinds of stuff right there.
There's some other communities within Botetourt County that you're going to be able to find homes in and amenities to enjoy. Is going to be Fincastle is going to be the next one that we talk about. It's a quaint small town, and it's got a lot of history.
Yeah, it does. And then Troutville is close to Roanoke County. It's got a small town feel, and it's even got a winery, so that's pretty cool. And the sweet town of Buchanan is picturesque. Lots of history and access to the James River there. But as we had mentioned before, people really enjoy this area because of the Appalachian Trail being right there. The Blue Ridge Parkway, which is a scenic drive. Also easy access to Carvin's Cove, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, like she said, there's wineries throughout the county, and this is a place where you go, you can step right outside, and be minutes away from hiking and biking, canoeing, you name it. If you're an outdoors person, you are going to love living in Botetourt County.
So we talked about the variety of housing that you can find, but you're going to typically see homes that have bigger lots here. There's a lot of opportunities for acreage and privacy, farming as well. So when we talk about price range, it really varies from 100s all the way up to beyond 600,000. It just depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, and what area you're in. Like when you start getting to the far outreaches of Botetourt County, like Eagle Rock area, you're going to be like in that $100,000 range.
Right.
When you're like more close to the city center or Delville, that area, you're going to be in that higher end range, like an Ashley Plantation. So you've got older homes and you've got newer construction homes in Botetourt County. So if you're looking for that urban, like chill kind of vibe, you're going to be interested in Raleigh Court and Wasena area, also known as Grandin Village is what we like to call it too.
Yeah, and this is in the southwest section of Roanoke City. Why people love it is just the walkable area and the vibe, like you said, just this community vibe. It's urban. It has lots of things that you need. It's close to everything. It's in the city and it's easy access to greenways and blueways. Lots of parks. I mean, it goes on and on. This place has everything you need in this fun little tight-knit community feel.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and again, this is kind of like Salem in some regards, because you don't really have to leave the area unless you want to. You've got the historic Grandin Theater, so you can watch movies, right? Yeah. You've got some great restaurants. You've got a coffee shop there. You've got a co-working space. You've got, like you said, parks. There's retail shops. The Roanoke Food Co-op is there, and the Roanoke Valley Theater is there as well.
So there's a lot packed into about a 3-block radius. This is not large. I want to be clear about that. City of Salem is pretty large, but the Grandin Village is just unique and it's really small. It's condensed. I like that about it.
So if you're interested in Raleigh Court, Grandin area, you might also be interested in Wasena. All the 3 of those areas are kind of similar in regards to the style of houses, the types of houses. They're going to be older houses for the most part. There's lots of folks that have come in. They're renovating a lot of those, that type of thing. So you're getting some updates in some instances, but others, you've got an old 1920s bungalow or 1920s 4-square that you may have to do some work on. So just expect that in those areas. And when you're looking at prices, you're going to be paying a little bit more Raleigh Court Grandin than you would in Wasena. So Wasena might be a economical way for you to get close to Grandin, so you get the same feel in that area.
Yeah, and it's pretty walkable. I mean, that's where I grew up, is in the Wasena area, and our house was 4-square house, still doesn't have air conditioning, a basement that gets some water in it, an attic, but plenty of space, a great yard, and I mean, I loved our neighborhood. It was terrific. But in the Wasena area, I really like the renaissance that's happening there. We've got a rock climbing wall there, which is really fun, and you're on top of the greenways and the blueways. Some great restaurants are coming in there, like Wasena Tap Room and Bloom. But like you said, the housing is a little more old, so compared to the rest of the city. And some of these newer subdivisions, you're just not going to find that there. Some of the restaurants that we were talking about, I already mentioned Bloom, but there's also Village Grill, R&D Coffee, Little Green Hive, Rockfish, we just went there, so good. Farm Burguesa. Retail-wise, there's Reed's Fine Furnishing, Urban Gypsy, and then anything else?
The Jolly Grape, we just saw it the other night. We were walking by to go to Rockfish. Jolly Grape was covered up in the evenings. They were having massive fun over there. And if you like Indian food, they have International Flair over at Taza. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Taaza. So let me know in the comments. I'm sure you will.
But in this whole area in general, you're looking at housing prices that range around the lower 100s all the way upwards of $600,000.
This is only a sampling of the top 5 neighborhoods in the Roanoke Valley. We know all of them and would love to help you, so give us a call.
Let's get you home.